Hey everyone, I'm Austin. In this video we're going to be talking about some of the development that has been happening with Spur Design Garage. The main thing being this new bifold wallet called the Rambler. This is a product I'm really excited about because it is directly taking into account many of the things that I've been hearing from customers and supporters. The main thing being that they love the subtly automotive aesthetic of Spur Design Garage but want something bigger than the Chapman card wallet. And a bifold was the obvious way to go, but I also took into account the functional requirements of this wallet. It's obvious it needs to be comfortable in your back or front pocket while driving, so minimal material and a design that minimized pressure points was key. But there's more. I interviewed and surveyed auto enthusiasts about their wallet buying habits, and many wanted the best product, no fluff, meaning, technically inspired by cars, but not obviously inspired from a visual standpoint. And definitely not brand heavy like most automotive gear out there in the market. So I sketched out a design and sketched it again and sketched it again until it was refined enough and captured all of these requirements. Then prototyping began, and man, did so many things go wrong with the first ones. I finally got it to a place where I'm really happy with the size, how it functions, how it looks, but product development is never a short journey. Alright, so let's take a look at what kind of product was a result of all that feedback from you guys. Really excited about this one. This is the Rambler Driver's Bifold. So it comes in our very simplistic box. There's nothing extra that doesn't need to be here. A note welcoming you to the garage. A note that I have inspected it and made sure that this product is up to my standards. Every order that you purchase comes with a Driving is Meditation tire track sticker. And of course, the Rambler Driver's Bifold. So here we are. There was a need for a traditional bifold construction that is handcrafted and in the style of Spur, which means it is very subtly automotive. But is minimalist enough to carry around from a day-to-day perspective. There's nothing here that is overtly automotive. It's all in these subtle little Easter eggs, which I think is really interesting and kind of cool. And something that a lot of people are looking for is that subtle automotive look. There's no flames, there's no racing numbers. It's all very modern and it's automotive gear done in a different way. So when you look at the exterior of this wallet, it's very, very minimal, but this is really nice American quality, high quality leather, veg tan from Wicked & Craig. It's called English Brittle. And on the outside you can see that there's a little stamp in here that says 9.25-3.25 5P. And that designates the dimensions of the wallet, both the length and the width. And it's a subtle nod back to tire markings on a car. 5P designates 5 pockets. We'll get into that in a second. You then get these nice little red stitching accents up towards the top, cradling around all the different little leather pieces that are stitched together. On the inside, you see the 5 pockets. So there's a main pocket here, classic bifold construction, of course, so you get enough room up here for cash and receipts and papers and all that sort of thing. And then we get into some of the details that make this a little bit different. So we have these angled cuts that are in the pockets, just give it a nice little speed kind of look. These corner cuts, and the reason for that is it minimizes the material buildup on the corners here. So if this is in your back pocket and you're driving along, you're not going to notice that quite as much. But it also allows you to have a push-off point when the cards are inside. We have these nice little vent holes cut out from this pocket here, and then you'll notice that this pocket looks a little bit different. And the cool thing about this is actually a reclaimed seatbelt from a junkyard. So this is taken directly out of a car, and every single Rambler will come with a note stating what kind of car it was in and give you a little bit of a sense of the story behind where this came from. For the sake of this video, I totally forgot to put this tag in here, but this will show you exactly where your seatbelt is from. So this is a reclaimed seatbelt from an actual junkyard, former vehicle 2013 Dodge Dart. Super exciting, very exotic. a lot of products on the market that are told to be sustainable and utilize seatbelt material, but the dirty secret is that a lot of makers are buying this seatbelt material from China in bulk loads. It's not actually reclaimed or repurposed or anything like that. The cool thing about this is it's actually from a junkyard out of a car, and cleaned if need be, because some of those seatbelts can get pretty messy. As far as construction here, you can see there's polished burnished edges. So they're sanded down and polished to make sure that they look nice and even. Again, that stitching towards the top is a nice little touch. It also helps the stitch to become a little bit stronger. And then every edge of these pockets is finished off with this nice little crease. So here's a Rambler all loaded up with some cards and some cash. You can kind of see how everything sits in here. Plenty of room for cash and receipts and papers. And then again, showing you those push-off points in case you need a little bit of extra room to get your card out. I do think that this would probably hold 8+ cards, and you can get quite a lot of cash and receipts in there. So that is the Rambler driver's bifold. Minimalistic, automotive, and interesting story. Hand cut in Oregon. I'm really excited about this one. Go check it out on my website if you want to see other photos and more detailed information about this product here. Just as a little reminder too, I'm really excited about these. These are the limited edition versions of the Chapman card wallet, chassis inspired card wallet. Super minimal. This one is titanium along with Italian leather, and you can see that it's in the Gulf livery. So we have the teal and the orange complementing the nice silver accents of the titanium, white stitching to call it out a little bit more. Super cool. And then this is a powder-coated steel with the gold liner accent and just a very nice dark black Italian leather on this one. This is the John Player Special inspired livery. The Chapman is for you if you don't need quite as many cards, or you're just carrying a smaller load that day. I would say that over time it stretches out so you can carry more and more cards. I have about 6 to 7 in mine. Can't remember quite how many. But the cool thing is that these cutouts allow you to push out and also grab onto, and just give you a nice little look.